try with Rob
and Rye.
and we're making rhubarb stuff. Kind of started as rhubarb sorbet, but then, as you'll see, we have some leftover pulp, and I was trying to think of something to make with it. We came up with
fruit leathers.
leather
And a yummy little drink.
Now with the pulp of rhubarb butter, which we ate all of already. Didn't save any.
But you'll see in the video.
It's delicious too.
It's good.
So stay tuned.
Yes.
Check us out.
Make sure you just keep watching if you guys want to learn how to turn this into all of this. Chug, 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 yeah. Please drink responsibly.
Okay, for this recipe you're going to need about 10 cups of rhubarb. If you can get the more red variety, better. 10 cups of chopped, I don't know if that's 10, but we'll guesstimate. 5 cups of water. I know this is only a 4-cup measuring cup, but I'll add another cup. And 3 cups of white sugar. Also, so they talk about red stalk versus green stalk. You can see the difference here. The thing is, this is the exact same plant. Both of these came off the same plant. And even you can get variations in one end of the stem and the other. So Victoria is the variety that this is, which tends to be a more red variety. I think it's more of a color thing than a taste thing, but so we got a little red, little green. So we have our 5 cups of water and 3 cups of sugar in the pot. And we're going to bring this to a boil basically until all the sugar dissolves. Alright, sugar's all dissolved, been a few minutes. Gonna add the rhubarb in, be careful, it's hot, don't let it splatter like I am. Alright, we're going to bring this to a boil and then simmer it for about 10 minutes so it gets nice and soft. Alright, so it's all kind of starting to break down, simmered about 10 minutes. So I got a fine mesh strainer and a bowl over here. So we're just kind of scooping this out, putting it over here. So we're not pushing really hard to try to push any of the rhubarb through, but we will just put some pressure on it to try to get all the juices out. And then we're going to dump all the liquid through there too. So basically want all that yummy juice is what we're going after. All right, here's our finished straining, so just kind of nice red liquid. Here's our pulp here. I'm trying to think of what I could do with this because it tastes really good too, so I hate to just throw this out, but I'll have to think about that. Anyways, so this you can put, if you have an ice cream maker, you can just put it into that and get it going to where it's nice and slushy. I do have one of those, but I'm going to show you a way to do it if you don't. So you can just in this bowl, in a bowl or a glass Pyrex pan, put it in there, then you're going to put it in the freezer and take it out about every 1 to 2 hours and stir it. I'm going to leave it in the bowl, but I don't like putting hot stuff in my freezer just because there's a lot of other stuff in there. I don't want to drop that temperature, so I'm going to let this cool probably about an hour, probably still stir it up a little bit, and then I'll put it in there. So keep you posted. Okay, here's my idea. I put that pulp from the rhubarb in a blender. Got my oven set at dehydrate, 175 I think it is. I'm going to blend this up and see if I can make some rhubarb fruit leather. Baby, we could just make baby food, I guess. So now I'm just gonna spread it out on this silpat, never know what this pronounces. An experiment. Save some of this to freeze and see about makes like an ice cream. I'm gonna try to get this pretty thin. This thing is a little bit small for the pan. It's actually for a different kind of pan, but alright, so my oven has a dehydrator setting, like I said earlier, it's at 175. I have no idea how long this could take. My guess is I'm probably going to leave it in overnight, but we'll see how that goes. 3 o'clock right now. So this has been, I think, 2 or 3 hours in, so you can still see there's some, not frozen all the way, but it's getting a little bit on the outside there, so I'm just gonna mix that all up, and then we'll put it back in the freezer and take it out probably in another hour now. Okay, I did flip this over and went another hour or so, and no tackiness, it's all nice and dry. See, lifts up. So I'm gonna let it cool and then cut it. This is a couple more hours in the freezer, so you can see still thickening up but not frozen yet. I'm gonna just kind of try to incorporate it all together, put it back in the freezer. So this is a puree I've had in the fridge, and this would be awesome on toast. I was also thinking that if you just put this in a food processor instead of the blender and just got it a little bit, not quite as smooth as this, it'd be really good for like a applesauce too, which this is, you could eat like that too, but it'd be really good on toast. So another option, and I got the other one in the freezer. Probably could have cooked this a little less, kind of a little bit crunchy on the outside, but I'm just going to use this pizza cutter.
Alright, so this has been sitting in the freezer overnight and we just took it out. It's been sitting on the counter for about 20 minutes to thaw, and now we're just gonna kind of separate it and chop it up so it's not so frozen in the middle and thawed out on the sides. Alright, so now that we've kind of chopped up and separated all the ice chunks in here, now you can see it's easier to scoop and it has a more fine-grained texture to it, and it's a little bit more smooth than it was before.
So that's kind of what you want to do right before you're going to serve it. The other thing I've done is put those, when you just get it out, break it into some bigger chunks and put it in a food processor and just kind of pulse it a few times, but it'll get a lot creamier if you do that, which is kind of nice too. I'm not really sure which way I like best, but give a big scoop there.
Ooh,
there you go.
Yeah.
A nice looking. Sorbet. All right, so now our taste, which I've had this before many times.
I'm so excited.
Not
Our
really, but
sorbet. Look how pretty that is.
I know, color is like
Vibrant.
age before beauty. A friend saw the rhubarb crack and it was very addicting. We're supposed to have 100-degree temperatures this week, and this stuff, perfect.
Perfect summer treat. Or any kind of beer treat.
So, also, with that leftover pulp that I put in the blender, kind of makes this like butter, I guess I'd call it. And I tried some on toast, really good. Almost like applesauce. You haven't tried that one. Also made a peanut butter sandwich with it.
That was good. It's like a weird mixture between, it's like kind of a jam taste, but with like a peanut butter texture.
Yeah. Now, other recipes said mix it with some ginger ale. I don't know how much, but
Kind of reminds me of like those big punch bowls, you know, when you're younger, and they put the sherbet or the sorbet in with like 7-Up.
ginger ale. Guess you could do Sprite too. And would probably be good with a little vodka. Gin, maybe.
Sit, or should we let it sit?
I think we try it first.
Cheers.
Yeah, that's good. You see it with a little
Yeah.
vodka.
Yeah.
That's
Good
good.
summer drink. So
Yeah.
you can have a summer dessert that you can turn into a drink.
Either kind of drink.
Yes.
And I know there's a lot of people out there don't like rhubarb. Karen from Home Care Work. Could try this. It's really good.
Yeah. Well, I feel like a lot of people just don't know what to do with rhubarb. But there's a lot you
You
can
just eat it plain,
with
which I used to
sugar.
do as a kid, dipping it in sugar.
You can also make rhubarb crisp. Didn't you make rhubarb leathers?
Mmm.
We're supposed to try.
Forgot. So, made leather. This looks like store-bought leather.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fruit leather guy, so
Wow. It has like the right texture too. It tastes like a fruit leather.
it does.
That's good.
Really easy too. So that was the other thing with the leftover
Wow.
pulp stuff. It came out pretty good. And I say spread it on that thickness where you don't see the pan through it.
All right, so we made a lot of things.
Yeah.
Well, you made a lot of things. We had,
But super easy. 3 ingredients.
yeah.
Doesn't take that long. I mean, it takes long just freezing time. Brain freeze.
You're really with your tongue on the roof of your mouth.
That doesn't work.
And then touch your temple, or your in between your forehead, not your temple.
So a lot of variety with one batch of stuff. And
Yeah.
we talked about how much that 8 stalks, which I measured then later, chopped up, came to be 3.5 pounds. I was buying at the store, get about 3.5 pounds of rhubarb. But yeah, this stuff was great. Awesome. My
Super good.
favorite.
Versatile.
Super addicting.
yummy.
You know, 5-star rhubarb
Yeah,
dessert.
you can't go wrong with it. It's super easy, super yummy. I don't know. There's just a lot you can do with rhubarb. So these are just a couple of things that you can do. She makes the best rhubarb crisp. So if you guys want,
It's my mom's recipe. Maybe we'll get to that here with the leftover stuff.
yeah. So.
But also, so this is the end of July, almost. What is it?
7.
7. And they say rhubarb is more of a spring vegetable, but especially with this one where you're pureeing it basically, you're cooking it down. Doesn't matter, you can make it all year long. Freezes really good, you can make it, but this thing is just best in the summer. It's hot, so
It's
give
pretty.
it a try.
Like you.
Thank you. You too. You can smile, team.
Yeah. Alright, so if you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe, like this video, leave a comment below, let us know what you guys want to see
Trying
next.
to get to 10 subscribers on
Yes,
YouTube.
we
Come
want
on, people.
10. The big 2 digits. So, also go check out our Instagram, which is
Treats two.
treats_2_try. And we'll be back with more videos. We will see you next time.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Also, shout out to Vanna for giving me this recipe. She made it, brought it into work. Didn't really sound that great to me. Then when I tried it, I was like, whoa, gotta get that one. Thanks, Vanna. I'll bring you some rhubarb soon.
Ooh.